Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. For many, the allure of premium features and exclusive content is strong. These features often promise to unlock new levels of efficiency, creativity, and enjoyment. They are designed to captivate and convince users that the premium experience is worth the investment. But what if you could bypass the paywall and enjoy these benefits for free? This question lingers in the minds of many, especially when faced with the high costs of premium software. The temptation to find a workaround can be strong, leading some down a path of ethical ambiguity. This is the siren song of software cracking, a practice as old as the software industry itself. From the early days of computing, individuals have sought ways to unlock software without paying for it. The methods have evolved, but the core motivation remains the same: access without cost. The truth is, countless individuals around the world regularly engage in software piracy, driven by a complex interplay of factors. It's not just about getting something for free. It's about access, opportunity, and sometimes even survival in a digital world that can be prohibitively expensive. Some are motivated by cost, seeking access to tools they cannot afford. For students, freelancers, and small business owners, the price of essential software can be a significant barrier. Piracy becomes a means to an end, a way to level the playing field in an unequal digital economy. Others are fueled by a thirst for knowledge, eager to delve into the inner workings of proprietary code. For these individuals, cracking software is not just about saving money. It's about learning, exploring, and pushing the boundaries of what they can achieve. Whatever the reason, the practice of software cracking raises profound ethical, legal, and security concerns that demand our attention. It challenges our understanding of ownership, fairness, and the value of intellectual property in the digital age. As we navigate this complex landscape, we must consider the broader implications of our actions and the kind of digital world we want to create. Software cracking, in its simplest form, is the act of modifying software to bypass its intended limitations, typically related to licensing or access control. This process often involves reverse engineering the software's code to remove or disable features that enforce these restrictions. Crackers, as they are known, use a variety of tools and techniques to achieve their goals, ranging from simple key generators to complex disassembly and debugging methods. Imagine a locked door barring you from a treasure trove of features. Cracking is akin to picking that lock, granting you unauthorized entry. This metaphor highlights the illicit nature of the act, as it involves breaking through digital barriers that were intentionally put in place by the software's creators to protect their intellectual property and ensure fair compensation for their work. This illicit act is often driven by a desire to obtain and utilize software without paying the rightful price. Many individuals justify their actions by claiming that software is too expensive or that they are simply trying before buying. However, these justifications do not change the fact that software cracking is illegal and unethical. While some may view it as a victimless crime, the reality is far more nuanced. The ripple effects of software piracy extend beyond the immediate loss of revenue for developers. It can stifle innovation, as creators may be less inclined to invest time and resources into new projects if they fear their work will be stolen. Software cracking has far-reaching consequences, impacting not only the creators of the software, but also the users who unwittingly engage in it. Users may expose themselves to malware and other security risks, as cracked software often comes from untrustworthy sources. Additionally, they miss out on official support and updates, which can lead to a subpar experience and potential data loss. To breach the defenses of paid software, hackers employ a variety of techniques, each with its own level of sophistication. One common method involves the use of key generators, or Keygens. These programs are designed to generate valid license keys that trick the software into thinking it has been legitimately purchased. Cracks, on the other hand, take a more direct approach. They modify the software's executable file itself, removing or bypassing the code responsible for license verification. Serial numbers, often distributed through illicit channels, are another popular means of circumventing software activation. The ethics of software cracking are far from black and white. Proponents argue that it democratizes access to information and technology, breaking down barriers for those who cannot afford expensive software. They view it as a form of protest against what they perceive as exorbitant pricing strategies employed by software companies. However, this perspective ignores the fundamental principle of intellectual property rights. Software developers invest significant time, effort, and resources into creating and maintaining their products. Cracking software robs them of their rightful compensation, stifling innovation and discouraging further development. Section 5. The law's long arm. Legal consequences for software pirates. Software cracking is not a victimless crime. It carries serious legal consequences, ranging from hefty fines to imprisonment, depending on the severity of the offense and the jurisdiction in which it occurs. Copyright laws protect software as a form of intellectual property, and unauthorized distribution or use can result in criminal prosecution. Furthermore, using cracked software often violates the terms of service agreements that users unwittingly agree to. These agreements typically prohibit reverse engineering, modification, or unauthorized distribution of the software. By engaging in such activities, users expose themselves to potential legal action. Section 6. Collateral damage. Impact of software cracking on the industry. The economic impact of software piracy is staggering. The software industry loses billions of dollars annually due to lost sales, impacting not only large corporations but also independent developers who rely on revenue to sustain their work. This loss of income can stifle innovation, leading to fewer software choices and higher prices for consumers. Moreover, the use of cracked software poses significant security risks. Hackers often bundle malware or other malicious code with cracked software, compromising the security of unsuspecting users. This can lead to data breaches, identity theft, and other cybercrimes. Section 7. A risky business. Dangers for hackers and users alike. While the allure of free software may be tempting, it is crucial to understand the risks involved. For hackers, the legal consequences can be severe. Distributing or creating tools that facilitate software piracy can result in prosecution, fines, and even imprisonment. Users who download and install cracked software also face significant risks. In addition to the legal implications, they expose their devices and data to malware infections, data breaches, and other cyber threats. Cracked software often lacks security updates, making it vulnerable to exploitation. Section 8. Shielding your software. Best practices for developers. Protecting software from piracy is an ongoing battle for developers. However, several strategies can make it more difficult for hackers to crack their software. Implementing robust licensing mechanisms, such as online activation and product key verification, can deter casual pirates. Code obfuscation techniques can make it more challenging for hackers to reverse engineer and understand the software's inner workings. Regularly releasing software updates that include security patches and bug fixes can also make it harder for pirates to keep up. Section 9. Safeguarding innovation. A call for collective action. The fight against software piracy requires a multi-pronged approach. It is not just the responsibility of developers or law enforcement, it is a collective effort that involves every stakeholder in the digital ecosystem. From the creators who pour their hearts into developing innovative solutions to the users who benefit from these advancements, everyone has a role to play. Developers must continue to implement robust security measures to protect their creations. This includes using advanced encryption techniques, regular security updates, and employing ethical hackers to identify vulnerabilities before malicious actors can exploit them. Law enforcement agencies must crack down on individuals and organizations that distribute pirated software. This requires international cooperation, as cybercrime often transcends borders. By working together, law enforcement can dismantle piracy networks and bring offenders to justice. And most importantly, users need to be educated about the ethical, legal, and security risks associated with software cracking. Awareness campaigns, workshops, and seminars can help users understand the importance of supporting legitimate software and the dangers of using pirated versions. By supporting legitimate software developers, we not only reward their creativity and hard work, but also foster an environment where innovation can thrive. This support can come in many forms, from purchasing licensed software to advocating for stronger intellectual property laws. Let us choose the path of ethical and responsible software use, ensuring a brighter future for the digital world we all share. Together, we can create a digital landscape where innovation is protected, creativity is rewarded, and everyone can benefit from the advancements in technology.